weekend was okay. Today's a okay day, I guess. Still don't like this day, so it's not gonna change anything. I should say I don't like this holiday because technically not the day I have wrong. It's the holiday. So yeah, once the day will be over, I'll be fine. But yeah, trying to remind myself not to think about what holiday this is, so then I won't remember something that I really don't like remembering. So yeah, other than that, that day is okay. Hmm. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be fine. I just hate when this holiday is over, I'll be fine. Um, because I don't like what is associated. Unfortunately, this day is associated with, and it will never not be associated with that. My mom, I love her so much. Yeah, she is like Mariah. She's telling, she's telling me, Mariah, you have to try not to associate the day with that. Don't associate the holiday with that. Yeah, it's kind of hard not to because that's how my brain works. When anything is tied, even if it's a bad memory, it's tied to a particular day, I can't unassociate it. That's just how my brain works. Yeah. You have the same issue I have? Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I ignored that, Nick. I saw it. Appreciate you, Nick. But I don't know. So we'll see. But I am excited that I'm excited and still like I said, like I told Nick, um only murders in the building coming back. It's a bittersweet. I feel like I know it's like a three-part like premiere or whatever. I don't know if that means all three parts are coming on the same day or is it like I don't know how that's gonna work, but whatever. I think it's gonna be bittersweet because I think I'm gonna like parts of it, then I'm like, what the freak is this? But then I feel like I don't know. And also, I gotta finish watching the show I was watching before I came on stream. It's called Single Parents. It's a pretty good series actually. It only had two seasons. I'm on the second season, so I'll definitely finish that today. So yeah, and I'm excited to for next week. Next Wednesday for my celebratory stream for getting to being a disability YouTuber for 6 years, and that's gonna be subscriber only. Unfortunately, because of the trolls that we get. So I don't. What am I talking about? What comes to my mind? Typically, how these particular streams go on my Monday streams. So yeah. I also don't. One thing I don't deal with. I'm not responding to any trolls. So if anyone was a troll, they'll just be ignored and blocked. So yeah. Um. But yeah. So we'll see how that one goes. I do have ideas for my celebratory streams. I haven't decided when I'm doing what time I'm doing my celebratory stream next week. I have times I pick to even times because I don't like odd times. I hate those. It's a thing. So yeah. We'll see if Mojo comes. I don't know. Yeah. Definitely think I'm gonna do the idea that I told you guys in the other stream. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. It's gonna probably be the idea I choose. Unless you guys have any of my community members have any ideas they want to do. Um, Other than that, no. Um, yeah, so we'll see. You said if it falls on a Wednesday, I don't know when it's gonna. It's on a Wednesday. I just don't know. It's on a Wednesday because the 10th is on a Wednesday. That's the 10th, which is next week, next Wednesday. That's when it's happening because that's when the anniversary of starting this YouTube channel started. So that's when it will be. And people that aren't subscribed won't be. And also, I'm gonna put a time limit on how people who are new subscribers can speak in my stream, so you don't just subscribe and write crap. And if you do that, subscribe and write crap, you'll be getting blocked because I ain't playing with disrespect. I'm tired of being disrespected. Um, and disrespected online and in real life, and I won't be disrespected either way. So, um, also people have disrespected my mom, and that's not the thing. I think people look at me like, oh, Mariah's such a I always for all of my celebratory streams, are always going to be subscriber only. Um, that's not changing. And people that subscribe to troll me, that's a good idea for you because you'll get blocked. I'm being sarcastic. It's not really a good idea. It's a bad idea for you because I'll block you. So yeah, because people have done that, subscribed and then disrespected me, and then I blocked them. So I do not do that. Um, yeah. Hopefully, Nick, we don't get too many trolls today. So far, we had one. Um, we'll see. Yeah, I hate freaking trolls. Disrespectful ass bastards. But yeah. Um, yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking. Like, oh my. Oh yeah. I realized whether the show comes back this month. I had only Murders in the Building is coming back this month. What's it called Murder in a Small Town, that is coming back this month. I'm excited about that. High Potential. I'm thinking. Hold on. Reasonable Doubt. Anything else? Thinking anything else that I watch. Uh-huh. No, it's not fall yet. Fall is on, I think it's either 21st. Hold on. Let me look it up. I know it's definitely later in the month. I just don't remember if it's 21st, 22nd, or 23rd because I don't know what particular. I think it's normally 21st, 22nd. Let me see. Let me see. Fall, autumn. It is the 22nd. So no, it's not. Um, you said you're way behind. So you're actually way behind on most of your shows. You're definitely not missing Only Murders in the Building. That's hilarious to me because funny thing is I don't think you would have even known about. I don't know if you would have known about it if I didn't say anything, but you might have. I don't know. Maybe you saw about it before. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they're building it up, which makes me think I'm scared it's gonna be a letdown. I hope that's not what they do because I hate when people do that. I hate when someone builds something up and then it's a letdown. Um, yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not sure. It could be. I don't really know how your. Honestly, I don't know how your seasons are over there, so I can't speak on if it's opposite or not. Don't know. Um, because I don't. Honestly, I don't really know how. I don't quite. I'm not quite understand. I don't quite understand how the seasons on this side, like in the U.S. I'm not sure if I don't know how they decided when. I know it has to do with the solstice and the equinoxes. How they decided when the seasons are, but I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't. I am not a sciencey person, so don't ask me about that. Um, yeah, yeah. I don't know, but um, yeah. Um, you said you hadn't thought. And you're like my sister. Like, a funny thing is, I remember when I told my sister first about the show called The Rookie. She was like, "Oh yeah, I'm not watching that." I told her what it was about, and then she started watching, and she was like, "Oh, this is actually good." But she's funny because when I first told her about it, she's like, "Nah, I ain't watching that." Um, you said it's the same in all the U.S. states. Yeah, the seasons are the same in all the U.S. states. It may not hit the same way depending on what state you live in. It may not, like certain states may not get as cold as others. I don't really can't speak on that because I'm only from Maryland, so I don't know every single state. Hello. What was I gonna say? So yeah. Um, but yeah. I honestly, it's so weird. It's spring over there, Nick. That's so weird because for us, it's still summer technically until like the 21st of September. So technically, it's not even fall yet, so it's not fall yet, so that's weird. It's spring over there. Wait, does that mean your spring is hot then? I'm so confused. That's so confusing. Like, if I went to like a different country, it was a complete different season than what I'm used to. I'd be like, okay, this is actual. Yeah, I don't like winter, which is ironic because I'm born in the winter, so that's ironic. Freaking hate on my birthday being in January, stupid cold month. Because I hate the cold, so that's not. Yeah, no, that's a negative. Um, which is funny because Nick's birthday is in the same month as mine, but for him, it's like I think he said it's summer over there, which is freaking interesting to me. Freaking ridiculous. That's freaking crazy. So that means my birthday would have been in. That's so freaking weird. I'm just saying that is weird to have my birthday be in the hot season and here it's not. It's like in the coldest season. Hmm. Nah, I still don't like cold. I literally hate the cold. That's like a negative for me. You said you said it gets almost as hot here for some. Ugh, that's hell no. I hate like yeah, it gets hot here for the summer. I don't do extreme cold. That's like a negative. That's like not a thing I like because my body doesn't warm up too easily. So that's not that doesn't work for Mariah. That's what it doesn't. It doesn't work for Mariah. That's exactly how it goes. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I still do have a pretty smile. I was saying I started hating my smile for a particular reason, but it's still actually still pretty. Huh. Never mind. But um, the interesting. I feel like people say like for example, people that live in like hot climate they probably don't understand what it's like to be in cold climate, and people that live in the vice versa probably don't understand how to be in the opposite. You've never had the hell. You've never had. Yeah, I've had snow. I'm good. I'm good. No, I'm good. I hate cleaning that shit up. I'm sorry. I freaking hate. I don't like when snow. When cleaning up snow, I hate that. Yeah, because I broke my tooth, so yeah, my smile looks different to myself. So yeah, but it's been broken for like actually it's going on 4 years. I'm not fixing it because I'm not. I refuse to. Because I'm not getting my tooth pulled out of my mouth. That's a refusal. And I know it's an autistic thing, but I don't care. I'm still not doing it. And I'm glad that it's on the side so no one can see it besides Mariah. So like no one can see it besides Mariah, unless I show someone. But I don't do that often. That's weird. Um, I like my smile for myself, but I remember what it used to look like, so that makes me angry when I see it now. Because I know my tooth is broken on the side, so I see that when I smile sometimes, so it's a thing. Yeah. Yeah, I know. My mom's like, Mariah, you should get. Yeah, no, I don't think she understands. I have to have all my teeth. It's an autistic thing. I can't have it. It's like if someone told you they were gonna take a big part of your identity. That's one of my part of my identities. I can't. No, it's not gonna work. Okay, that's not gonna work. And it's making me stim bad because I just realized it's making me stim because I'm like, nah, I'm just thinking about like I was just thinking about if my tooth got removed. I don't even know what I'd do. I think I'd cry. Because I remember when I broke my tooth, I was already getting really upset. It made me really good. I got so upset. I was like, Mom, like, man, this is why I can't. Yeah, no, but I agree. I'm my harshest critic. I honestly, mine got like that because of the cavity was really, really bad. That's the reason, the only reason I broke my tooth. Because I bit some. Man, see, this is why you don't. This is why I should never. This is why I'm never having a mint ever again. I bite. When I eat mints, I don't suck the dumb mint. I like biting them, okay? So I bit a mint and my tooth snapped and I was like, oh my gosh, this is real. And then I swallowed it. Well, part of my tooth. There's not the whole thing, but still, it's freaking bad enough, okay? It's bad enough. At least I have my other teeth, so I feel like at least I have that's the only tooth problem I ever had. Broke my tooth. Because you see in shows, they pretend to break their teeth, but yeah, no, that's not. That's, I don't think people understand. I only had a few things I liked about myself. My mouth was one of them. My freaking, That's all. Okay. There was a few things I liked. That and something else. I forgot. Maybe my eyes. Whatever. Um. So for me, yeah, especially having low self-esteem for most of my life, that crap didn't make it better. I'm so weird, but whatever. Nick said I've never had braces. Should have worn a mouth guard, but I never had braces. Only because I grind, and I've done it since I was little. Um, I know it's part of my stimming, but yeah, I did that. You said you had to have braces from 12 and needed to have four teeth removed for space. I've never had my teeth removed. I can't do it. I can't even fathom doing it. And the reason another reason I can't do the root canal, because one of my former coworkers had a root canal and they got it botched. Hell nah, bitch. Hell no. That's why I can't do it. I literally have trauma. I have trauma from someone else telling me a story about a tooth their tooth getting botched and it causing them literally it caused her nerve pain. Oh fuck that. Nerve pain and she had like headaches and crap from oh hell no. I told my mom I can't do it because of that. Because once they jack up your tooth, you can't freaking get yeah, I have both my wisdom actually I think I have all four of my wisdom teeth. Um which is insane because I don't think most people have their wisdom teeth. Well your wisdom teeth those are just I don't even know. I'm not quite sure the purpose of wisdom teeth, by the way, but I don't know. But I know people have them. Some people don't get all four. I think I at least have two. Wait a second. Do I have four or two? I don't know. I know I have extra teeth. And the extra teeth. I mean the wisdom teeth. I can't remember if I have all four or do I have two of them. Whatever. I have some of my wisdom teeth. I can't remember. Yeah, I love my dentist. The reason I can't do I can't do the see if my dentist was doing the root canal, I'd do it, but because it has to be some random person, I can't. Some random person, I don't know. Nope, hell no, hell nah, damn it, hell no. I trust my dentist. I don't trust anybody else. Like I had the same dentist since I was little. Like I'm not. I told her, I told her when she told me, she was like, Ryan, you would have to get it done by someone else. And I'm like, fuck that. That's exactly what I was thinking in my head. I didn't say it, but I was thinking that that's not happening. Like, if she was doing it, I might risk and do it. But because she is not doing it, I don't know these people, the people that would do it. Fuck that. No way. There are certain people I trust, and she's one of those people I trust. So nah. Yeah, it's expensive too. It's a lot of money. Insurance doesn't cover that shit. So that's also another reason I'm not doing it. I don't got that kind of money to be using for that. Yeah. You got all four. You got all four. Wait, you got all four of yours, but you didn't have space. I got you. I know some people have smaller mouths. I don't know what I have. I guess maybe a normal sized mouth. I don't. Who the hell knows what I got? I don't know. I just have a mouth. I don't even know what the hell that means. But yeah, it's expensive. I think it was like. I think she said it was like 1,500. Screw that. I don't got that kind of money. $1,500 or something to pay, screw off that. I don't got $1,500 to pay to get my darn tooth. Nah. Yeah, no. Nope. I don't got that kind of money. Like even if I had insurance, I wouldn't make it much better because I don't think insurance covers all of it. I don't remember how much. I can't remember if it covers any. Um, yeah, but yeah, no. I mean, I don't know because I can feel that my tooth is broken because I just put my tongue there and I can feel it. It's a thing. Your current no. Yeah, I think you might be right. I think it might cover. Yeah, I don't have insurance for this, so that's not working. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Even when I had insurance, I don't know. I just love my dentist. I wish she could have done it. See, because I would go. I'd probably try, even possibly have gotten it done if I knew she was doing it. Because I don't know who's doing it. Hell no. Like I don't trust people in my mouth. Just not anybody. I just don't. That's not. I actually trust her. Like so, that's not gonna. Nope. And if I didn't have her for most of my life, I probably wouldn't trust her. But she's the most. I really love her still. Oh man. And I'm in my 30s now. That's crazy. I think the first time I don't remember. I know I was a child. I don't remember how old, but that I just trust certain people and mm, yeah, I be getting. Let's be honest. I be getting pains in my mouth. I don't care. I said I'm not doing it. I refuse. I literally I can't do it. Like I don't care if people are like, Oh my, I don't care what people say. You shouldn't. That's not your mouth. So don't tell me what I should do. You should say you'd like you to do that. That's fine. Mm, I don't know. Well, no, you'd have. She said she has to pull because my nerve is dead in my tooth. Up there, you would have to. Yeah, hell no. Nope. I don't want. I just don't want. I just can't imagine my tooth not being there. I can't do it. But really, I literally can't even like. Even though my tooth is broken, I can still see a piece of my tooth. So I have the memory of the tooth. Don't judge me. Anyone's out there judging me? Yeah, I had the memory of the tooth, so I can't even imagine that not being there. It's a whole thing. Yeah, she told me my nerve is dead or dying. Dead or dying, whatever. Which I don't think it's fully dead because I can still feel pain. Well, it's actually not really pain. It's more like I don't even know what the hell I would say. I can feel sensation in the tooth, so I mean at least the gum above it. So and it's on this side. Of course, this is on the side with my pretty dimple on it. That doesn't even make any sense. Don't judge me. uh, yes. No. It's just because see, if I wasn't autistic, I don't know. I'm not saying I wouldn't notice it, but because I am autistic, my tongue just navigates towards that side. Oh, hello. I don't have to say your name, so I'm just gonna say hello. I don't have to say your name. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, should say I'm not saying that name because I don't. I'd rather call someone their actual name or some kind of nickname than call them by their little thing that I don't. That's not personal. But okay. I use no, actually, literally, Nick. It's not actually my tooth doesn't fit, dude. My tooth is fine. I mean, my mouth is fine. If it dies, I mean, if my mouth dies, what am I supposed to do? Nothing. Let's just be real, okay? I'm gonna live with the mouth that God gave me for the rest of my life. I refuse to. I refuse to. I refuse to pull my tooth out because I don't think that's. I don't think if God put the teeth in your mouth, why am I supposed to get them pulled out? That's not. I told my mom that too. I said, "Oh, if God put the tooth in my mouth, even though it broke, whatever, because I didn't take care of it for that particular time, I'm not pulling my tooth because I just feel like it's weird. I just don't want to do it." Um, yeah, that's just not a thing. I can't do it. I literally can't. I'm like thinking, even imagining. I feel like my brain is like, "Fuck this." Yeah, it was sensitive to it's more sensitive to cold things than hot. I know it was because of the cavity was real bad. Uh-huh. I don't say really bad, it was really bad. Uh-huh. It had been like that for a while, but I didn't realize that I didn't know that, let's be honest, I had never knew that cavities could get that bad where it causes that sensation. So, yeah, that's the thing. What, are you trying to diagnose me, Nick, or something? I already know what it was from that. Well, I don't have it now. Okay, I don't have it now, but I can feel, unfortunately, because that space is open. Hmm? No, but in that particular, I only feel it on. Well, I don't freaking know. Maybe she was saying. I think she said it was dying. Remember, I told you she said it's dying. She didn't say it was dead. She said it was dying, which is actually not surprising if it was dying, because it was at one point it was like swollen up there. I know right after I broke it. Oh my gosh, it was the most swollen shit I've never seen. I was like my mom. I was like, oh my freaking mouth hurts. But no, it doesn't hurt now, of course. But it did at the time. It was real swollen. I had never seen my mouth do that. I was like, what the? I know why it's swelled. Probably because it's fine. Wait, how do you know that? I don't know about that, but whatever. I'm glad I'm not. I refused. I don't care. I guess I'll just die. If I die from like some kind of infection, something getting in it, I don't care. I said I'm not. I refuse to get it. I, re, I refuse to get it pulled. So if I die from that, some kind of infection, which I already probably have which is probably closer to dying anyway, because I haven't. I'm in a anorexic, so which funny thing is, I didn't realize, only because I experienced it myself now, I realize anorexia doesn't just, the anorexia, the eating disorder I have, doesn't just affect your organs, it also affects your bones. I did not realize that shit until, like, I Because I used to wonder why the hell does my leg always feel like it's breaking when I'm walking sometimes. I feel like, especially when I walk up the freaking damn stairs, my bone tries to break itself. And I'm like, what the shit is this? It's from the eating disorder. I didn't realize it ages the bones, which is actually really. No one ever explained to me, if you have an eating disorder, maybe you should try to get it in order before you get it too bad where it causes these kind of bone problems. Why the hell don't they never explained that to me in the, I don't ever remember learning about that in health, but I realized that now as a freaking person who's dealt with it now, and then I'm not sure if I can ever fix it back to the way. Because I was telling my dad, I said to my dad, and I think I told my mom, I said, did you realize that my eating disorder possibly caused my bones to age to a point where, like, they're really old? And then I'm not old, but the bone has become old because of the starving the self actually affected the bone inside my body. Luckily, it hasn't affected my arms, but it really did affect my legs. My gosh. Because I used to say, maybe it's the way I'm walking, that's why it hurts, but no, that's not what it is. No, it's not. Like, what the fudge? Uh-huh. You said you know way more. Honestly, you said you know pretty more about dentistry, given that's not something that interests you. I am so sorry. I don't get mad. Don't get mad because I'm sorry. One of my neighbors one of my neighbor's boyfriends gets on my dang nerves because his car sounds like a. Not be mean, Mariah. Don't be mean. You can do this. His car just irritates me. I don't think people understand. My dad. Funny thing is, I was telling my dad the other day. I said, because I have sensory issues from like being autistic. I was telling him certain things I react to the way is because my brain can't tolerate too much sounds. Like for example, I think it was either yes, I think it might have been yesterday or it was either yesterday. It was sometime last week. Um, where I was telling him because he had like the washing machine was going or dryer, one of them stupid machines. Then one of the fans, and then my dad was listening to something, and then I was trying to talk to him, but I couldn't hear him because of all the noises. Like that's too many noises. But for him, he didn't understand why I was saying that. Like I think sometimes, even though he's a neurodivergent just like me. I'm pretty sure all four of my family members are neurodivergent, but their neurodivergency doesn't affect them the same way that mine does. But they're not like me. Let's be honest. They don't have. I'm pretty sure I don't. At least I'm not certain that anyone has. If they are autistic, they don't have it the same way. It doesn't affect them the same way it does me, which is understandable. We're all individuals. I love my dad. Um, no. Oh, you're saying okay, so I did back to okay, so I feel bad. See, I wanna see, I'm just gonna tell you right now. If I ever dated someone like yeah, see, if I like was on like today that I would let's be honest, likelihood of that ever happening would never happen for me. But just this is a scenario. Say that someone came to pick me up from my house or wherever for a date, and they brought that car. Yeah, I'm walking my ass right back inside. That's what's gonna happen. Because that's embarrassing to me. If it sounds like that on the outside, what the hell does it sound like on the inside? I just like, why would you purposely make your car sound like an I'm sorry. If you want to just buy a freaking motorcycle, because motorcycles, I actually understand why they're like that, but the freaking car, like, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I say things to God about like, I'm saying, God, please can you like let his car like die or something so we can shut up with that noise. I know I shouldn't say that, but I don't care. Like in the moment, I'm like, fuck this shit. Just like it's annoying. Because it happens, like, I don't think you guys understand. This doesn't happen once every, like, few months. He comes around here a good amount of times, so I hear it enough, and it's annoying. Every time I hear it, I'm thinking the same thing. Why does this stupid man have to... I'm sorry, he's a stupid man, but his car is stupid, okay? It's a stupid sounding noise for no reason at all. Like, it's stupid. Like, maybe he's not a stupid person, but I wish he would just, like, can you, like, take the engine out or whatever, and I want someone to break the engine so he can't use that stupid engine until he has to get a new one so he can have a normal damn car and not have that crap. I'm not sorry, by the way. I'm not sorry. I'm being Mariah. And Mariah thinks that is, yeah, so I'm just gonna tell you, that's not, to me, if I date someone like that, I'd be so, every time I heard the car, I'm like, I'm not going in a car, I'll drive my own car. Actually, I still don't think I ever date anyone like that. I'm just like, ugh. Actually, honestly, both of them bother me. The big sound system and the freaking noisy car. Both of those things irritate me. So that's not, hell no. That's a no, nah. That's a no go for both those situations. It's a negatory. It definitely messes with my misophonia real freaking bad. So like, nah, yo. Um. Okay, since you're the only one in here, what do you want to talk about? Yeah. Yeah, I said negatory. I forgot who said. I forgot who I heard say negatory. I feel like I heard that on something I used to watch when I was like a kid, but I don't remember. I don't remember. I feel like something I watched said that, and I think I must have picked it up, which is fine. It works for Mariah. Me being Mariah, it works for me. Um, yeah. It doesn't work for everybody. Oh yes, I think I'm so glad that I'm so glad that Facebook has a block button. So like I think it was I deleted it and blocked both of them because I was not dealing with that shit. I was telling my ex and one of my friends, my ex and one of my friends, two different people, just to be clear, that I was like, I'm so grateful that both of you are like good guys and not don't and you actually understand the word consent. Or I'm not, or some if someone tells you I'm not interested in you, you like probably don't keep going. But some imbeciles, and I'll say imbeciles, they're lucky I don't say worse than that. Like this one imbecile, I am being nice. I'm trying really hard to get my anger not to get really bad. Like some fools, which actually they deserve the word fools being used for them. Like they don't understand when you say, "Oh no," like stop, or if I tell a particular person to stop, like stop video calling me, stop calling me, stop calling me. Oh, because you continuously do it, you think Mariah's gonna just. I said I'm not picking up first off. If I said point blank, period, that I'm not picking up the damn phone or I'm not picking up a video call. What do you think that means? Just to keep calling her. That's a great idea for you. Not really. I'm being sarcastic, even though I don't really understand sarcasm in particular, but I do know a tiny bit of it, I guess, from what I've seen. That, oh, maybe Mariah does want to talk, and I'm being sarcastic. I don't really actually mean Mariah wants to talk. Mariah doesn't want to talk. Maybe get the off it and like stop. But some damn guys like don't understand that shit, and I'm like, thank you God, this is only online because in real life, if someone had done something when I tell them to stop, if I hopefully I told God, I said, Jim, you already knows what this is how it's gonna go. The only way that something won't happen to that person because I'm gonna physically defend myself is I have to be knocked the heck out because if I'm not knocked down, I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to defend myself. If they get hurt in the process, that ain't my damn fault because maybe no means no. It doesn't mean oh if we keep going like as in Mariah's consent doesn't mean shit over here when it actually does. That's two of the same stupid people, two random people. Like oh, when Mariah tells us to stop, we can just keep going. Like what she says doesn't mean shit. Okay. Well, a block. I was like, and I was really pissed after that happened actually, because it was 2 days in a 2 days in a row with two different people, one person one day, one person the other day. One person actually came off as nice at first, and then this is why I hate certain things. This is why I hate dealing with men sometimes. He came off as nice, and then they pushed the line, kept pushing it, and I'm thinking, this is like this must be some kind of. I was thinking this must be some kind of diluted shit I have to deal with. Nick, my chat's not broken. Okay, thank God she just showed me it's not. Yeah, I know. I'm glad that. That's why I'm glad that because I do sometimes I get concerned. To me, it tells me if you're like that online, then it means you're probably like a shitty ass person in real life. I'm not sorry. Um, and I don't respect people that don't take a woman's consent or anybody's consent um into play like as in only your consent matters and the other person's consent doesn't matter. That shit is not. See, I ain't the one, man. People be thinking I'm the one, but I ain't the one. Seriously. Oh, seriously. I'm not the one, man. I just don't understand. Why can't people just be fucking normal? If you like someone, whatever, I don't care. And if you tell me you like me and whatever, and I say I'm not interested, maybe just leave it at that damn line. Leave it there and leave it alone. But they're pushing as if what I say doesn't shitting matter, then that's a nah. See, that's a no. That's a like one thing I've told people. I've said like if there was like if I were to want to date anyone that they were like sweet and then they all turn all like crap like I would be like okay, why would I want to deal with that? I don't know what ages they were. I don't care honestly. Honestly, because I wasn't talking to them as if I was interested in them because I wasn't interested in it. I never said I was interested in either one of these people. They always see. This is why. Sometimes I hate being a girl. I swear. Sometimes I hate being a girl because I'm not saying men don't get this. I ain't saying men don't have this problem, but it seems like women have it way more than men. I don't. I just don't understand. I don't know if that either one of the guys are in my age group. The problem is, even if they were or weren't, I don't give a crap about that. The problem I have is the consent part. Like as if I do wonder why some men think women's consent is not she's not allowed to have consent. Like let's be honest, back in the day, in those movies in the '90s, let's be honest, you saw a lot of well, at least I saw enough movies where and I was a child back then, but I've rewatched movies from the '90s where women the women in the movies would tell people no, and the stupid guy would still keep going as if their consent didn't mean a shit thing, and then when the person fights back, or if they go sue this person in court to get rape charges pressed, then there's like a whole issue. So like you heard her saying no, what do you mean you didn't hear her? And I remember watching this one movie. Unfortunately, I felt bad because I don't know if it's based on true story, but it made me upset. The girl was already in a vulnerable space because her dad had just passed not that long before she went to the new school or whatever, and she had thought this guy liked her and whatever. She had broken up with him, whatever. That's not even a big point there. But because I guess they dated in the past, he assumed, oh, we can just have sex or whatever, and she'd be fine with it. But she was not fine with it because she kept saying no, she didn't want to have sex, but he kept pushing and then of course the rape happened, and then eventually they tried to say she shouldn't press charges to school because he's like some kind of big athlete, and I wonder how freaking often that shit happens. That really makes me angry. Like that makes me so pissed. Like um I think it's just gross to me that I just think it's gross that women have to deal with this shit. Like, and unfortunately, because men are in control a lot in more places of power than women are, like sometimes they're not believed, which is shit. Like to me, but I'm probably also biased because I am a woman. So, but at the same time, I just think we deserve better, as in women deserve better. Like this, honestly, I remember reading a few stories about some women that were raped, and they were saying I read a story about an actress who had said she had gotten raped, eventually admitted to being sexually assaulted, but she said she didn't tell because she didn't want she didn't I don't know if she didn't tell his name because she didn't want the she did he had I guess threatened to harm her family, which I don't understand that shit. Like I don't understand if you're gonna violate somebody, at least be if you're gonna be if you're gonna be a disgusting bastard who violates somebody, at least be man enough or whatever to freaking take the charges and stop being a little bastard and having to when you already did wrong, make another wrong in order to see. I would first off, I would never do that because it's just that's the most gross shit I've like. I just makes me mad. When I breathe, I can't. Like I was watching this true crime video yesterday. It pissed me off so bad. I was watching this true crime uh video by Danielle Chris. I don't know how to say her name. Is it Chrissy Chris? I don't know how to say her name. She's British. She was talking about this actor who ended up killing his mom because he wanted to. What was the stupid shit that made me mad? Um, like so, and the reason he supposedly did it was because he was gonna try to be a serial killer or some kind of, which doesn't fucking make sense in the first place. And he said he didn't want her to see him do that, which is interesting to me because his ass didn't even become a serial killer. Not that I want him to become a serial killer, but I just think it was shitty though. His mom supported him in everything, and you go and kill her like because you don't want her to see the person you're going to become, and you actually think this is like I literally don't understand. My brain is trying to wrap my head around it. Oh, the point I brought him up was because the way he prepared for the crime is because he watched like stuff on the dark web, like about torture, murder, and other stuff. Like it was the most. I was thinking, thank you God that they didn't show the videos because I probably would have been like, fuck this shit. I can't watch this video. I'm glad she did not show any of that because I would have been like, this, yeah. The only reason I like true crime is because I like justice being served. That's literally the only reason. I don't like it because I don't want to be a killer or no serial killer or none of that crap. I don't want to do any of that shit. Like, no. It is, I agree, it's a weak ass. I agree, it's a weak ass, and the thing is, the sentence was some shit, though. He got life with the possibility of parole after serving, I think it was 14 years. What the fuck is that? Like he murdered his mom. Oh hell no! See, the thing that made me even madder was that he murdered his mom, but then he left the mom's body, and then the daughter, who was not living with them at the time, went to go check on the mom, check on see how her mom is, and she found that body, and I'm like, see, you couldn't have at least like you couldn't have at least called your mom and I mean your sister and said, "Oh, I killed our mom." You couldn't at least did that because like you gave now she like they said because of her discovering her mom's body it caused her to have PTSD and like caused her to lose her job as a lawyer and everything. That's some shit. You like literally you like scarred your darn sibling. Like I'm not saying I ain't saying what he did was right because I will fucking never say that shit. Like that is not okay. What the hell he's done is not okay. And I don't think he should get out. I don't think that's even fair. He should not get out like in like wait, they said 37, which would be he's born in 98, so what was it? What was the years ahead? I think it's 20, 36 or 30 35. It's either 20, 30, 36 or 35. Yeah, I can't imagine the trauma because I don't think I literally, I can't even imagine that because that would traumatize me to the point probably where I couldn't do nothing. Um, and I've had PTSD for less than that. What the daughter discovered, I can't even imagine. I love true crime, but sometimes I can't watch it as much because I'm trying to wean myself off because I used to watch true crime too much and I think it got in my psyche, which is not good because it can come into your sleep and subconscious. So I'm trying to watch other things before I sleep because I used to watch true crime sometimes before I sleep and then it would get in my subconscious and then yeah, it'd be a whole thing. Um, yeah. Um, Thinking. I don't know. Um, I still can't believe it's September. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. Which means there's only 3 more months in the year, which I still don't know how I feel about that either. Um, Honestly, there's been ups and downs about this channel. Like, things I think I can move on, but then Yeah, I don't honestly. I don't really even look at the news because every time I swear, I told my mom, I said every time I look at the news, someone's always dying, and like I can't deal with that. Like, I can't deal with it. No, like I don't know. I literally on when I like even when I opened the Google, I took the there's an option to turn off the like the news stuff. I turned it off on my tablet. I wish I could turn it off on my computer, but I don't know how to do that. So I don't have to see depressing stories to make me depressed. So no. Yeah. I'm thinking since you're the only really one that's watching, Nick, I'm gonna end this in soon because since like if we had more people, maybe I would have extended it, but because not so many people, I'm extremely tired, but I try to stream every Monday, even if I'm tired or whatever, because I know some people look forward to this. Like I've had people tell me that me streaming or me doing my videos makes their day, so I try to. I'm not trying to accommodate just other people, but I know this helps people, so um, yeah. Hopefully this month goes better than. I just want this. I want. I really just want to have a job before the end of the year, but we'll see. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm just tired of people. Like I'm getting tired of people because like you go for an interview, they don't show up. So like, what the hell am I supposed to do? Like, so I apply for jobs. What's the point of applying if you don't even show up to an interview? That's not the first time that's ever happened. It's happened before in the past, but I'm just tired. I just wish I could know what's coming down the road, but I don't know. There's no way to know. Um, they said I didn't. The funny thing is, I told my parents about that, and I had this got this generic email where I didn't get the job, which doesn't make any damn sense because you idiots didn't even interview me because you idiots didn't show up. My dad and my mom were like, "So how can they say that you didn't get the job if they didn't even come to the interview and in interview they said they selected another candidate? What the heck?" Yeah, I've got nothing anymore with people. Like, I don't trust people. Most people I don't trust. Honestly, it's why I keep my hopes low all often. Because people often disappoint you, and I've known it most of my life. So, online people disappoint you, and people in real life disappoint you. So, why get your hopes up? I don't expect nobody to surprise me because most people disappoint me. Um, they do, and that's a common thing. So, yeah. Uh, Honestly, it's not shocking to me. I'm used to people just doing that shit, so like I've gotten used to it. I know people are like, why? Because people are shit like. That's why. Um. Yeah. So, any questions you have for me, Nick, or have in general that I could possibly answer? Hopefully, Scobie goes to see his girlfriend eventually. I know he said it before the end of the year. Hopefully, he actually. I hope he actually does it and doesn't. Just. I don't think he won't do it. I just don't want him to disappoint his girlfriend. Because that's worse if you tell someone to do something and then don't do it. Like literally, I've had that happen. And that made me mad. So I don't want that for him or his relationship. Even though I don't know him in person, but still. Funny thing is, I can have hope for other people, but I don't really have that much hope for myself, which is ironic. But let's be honest. I think that's what happens with most people. Yeah, Mildred. She's okay. I heard from her today. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't really know what's happening in her life. I can't say for her. Yeah. I don't know. But I'm thinking, I don't know what my brain's trying to think. I'm trying to think of something and I feel like what's happening. Oh, yeah, I don't know how. I can't say what's happening in her life. I just know that I'm sure she's fine. Maybe busy. Um, I just hope whatever job I do get that I can, I'm gonna still do the live streams and do my content for the YouTube, but I think I won't be so pressed or, so desperate when it comes to like monthly supporters and stuff, even though I only have 2 paid ones. Would love to have more, but I doubt that's gonna happen. I don't believe anything. I know one of my Twitter friends was like, maybe you'll have more monthly Patreon subscribers or whatever this month. I don't believe that, but okay. I know you believe it, but I don't, because I don't believe anything. I feel like you have to pester people to get things done. That's what I feel like. I feel like most people have to pester people to get things done, and because I feel like I am a pester, I try not to do that, even though either way it doesn't really work for me anyways. I just expect, honestly, expect most people to just let people down. It's just what I'm used to. So like if I don't ask for something, it's like I feel like if you don't ask for something, you don't get it. Like you have to pester people in order to get things. Which either way doesn't work. Pestering people doesn't work, and being sweet and trying to ask for things doesn't work. So we're fucked either way, in my opinion. Um, because honestly, like that actually does help me like live, but people won't get it. I don't think people don't understand like the art sales and the monthly Patreon stuff is actually helping me like live. And when I say live, I mean like pay my bills and stuff. And I mean live when as in being able to eat. That's what I mean as in live. But most people say they care about things or say they support me. I don't believe them. I think they just say things just to fuck with me, most of them. But I don't really know. Um, I think people just assume. Honestly, just because I live with my parents, I still do pay. I still pay to live with them, which I have a right, which I should pay to live with them. I am in my 30s, and things are way more expensive than they were when I was a kid. So it's understandable. Um, yeah, and I love my parents. They don't owe me anything. They raised me for my whole life, and they don't owe me anything. Um, yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure it's probably crazy all over the world, not just. I'm sure it's probably worse because of the tariffs and everything. So I don't really know exactly how it affects each country, and I really don't feel like talking about that particular tariffs thing either because it doesn't affect. Because it doesn't. Me talking about it's not going to change anything. Like, what can I do? I'm only one person. I don't control what this country does. Um, yeah, that's not a thing. I mean, um, I think. I know that next Wednesday stream will be really fun because it will be in part. First off, Nick, if you are going to be a part of that, remember it's based off the first thought that comes to your mind, and it's based off the first thought that comes to your mind. Look, that is what we're. I think I'm gonna definitely pick that one. But unless anyone has any writing options that people decide that if it's like a like consistent idea someone else has another like that is the two options. So and if anyone has a writing idea or the idea I came up with, and because I'm an impulsive person, I think it will be fine. I don't know. We'll see because it can turn bad if some person be shit like I'm just saying if someone decides to be shit like no, first word, not thought. Thought is gonna be because thought doesn't. I feel like thought makes you have to think, and I don't know if that's. It could be first. Wait a second. When you say first thought, do you mean an impulsive thought, or do you mean like, as in like you actually have to think of something? Because if you have to think of it, then that doesn't count. Because you're not allowed to think in this thing. I decided. If you're talking about like in first impulsive thought, then sure. But if you're talking about first first thought that comes that if you're saying first thought that you actually have to make yourself think about, that's kind of yeah, that defeats the purpose. I like first word the better because it just works. Oh no, I said first word, first like word you think of. Like for example, say I the first word that came to my mind was pizza for some reason. That's just an example. Like someone else says a word on top of that word. It doesn't even, let's be honest, it doesn't have to make sense, but it can't be. And if it's shit, like if someone decides to put a shit like word in here, they will be getting blocked. That's what will happen. Because I'm not playing games. Because even though I have subscriber only, I know some turd like person is gonna come in and say something rude. Because let's be honest, that happens sometimes. Luckily, it hasn't happened on any of our other celebratory streams, but because they're sub only. But I feel like that could happen. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, good idea. You thought of talk. Wait, Pete. Actually, I feel like that told. You know what that made me think of? It made me think of. I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you ever watched iCarly when they had spaghetti tacos. That's what that made me think of when you said the taco part. I don't know why. Don't judge me. Well, you can judge me. I don't give a crap because I'm Mariah, and that's not changing. But the point I'm making is that's what it made me think of. Even though I know pizza is not. Yeah, pizza and tacos don't go together, but I don't, at least not that I'm aware of. But, oh man, Mariah, you are cool. Now you won't, oh, no, but I love, let's be honest, hard shell is the best. Yeah, I know, I'm biased because I like hard shell too. I have eaten soft shell, but it's not, me, I still think, it needs the crunch, that's what the problem is. It's missing the crunch, but if you have a soft shell taco, yeah, I'm not weird. Okay, I am, but I don't. It's Mariah's brand, so Mariah's brand is weirdness and randomness. That's what my brand is for myself, not for the channel. It's just part of me. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, are you gonna actually eat one now? Yeah, I know a lot of people disagree. I don't care. I don't care if they disagree, and I don't mean you already know that about me, Nick. I don't care if people disagree with me. If I like something, I don't give a shit what anyone else likes. They're not gonna make me not like something just because they don't like it. uh, that's Mariah's 2 cents. I'm trying to figure out if I get members on this channel, what do I want to name the live stream I'll do for members only? Huh. Huh. Let me think. I keep. I totally forgot. It's like really late over. Well, late-ish over there. Are you? I can't remember if you're 6 hours behind me or is it 6 or 7? Can't remember because I know we went up. Yeah, we went up an hour. So, in the next, actually, in the next 2 months, well, sorry, 2 months from now, it'll be going back an hour. I don't know how I feel about that. I just wish the darn time wouldn't keep changing. It's annoying. I do wonder what the original actual time is. Like, if we didn't have this stupid time forward and time back thing, what the time actually would be. Yeah, I don't know. Because we've got it. Let's be honest. I don't know what. I don't know. So right now it's yeah. I thought it was. I knew. I thought it was. So it's originally probably 7 then. Um. Wait. So that means for you it's almost 11. I feel bad though. I always feel bad that you have to be like up later because of our time difference, and I feel bad for that. Like for me, it's like you can see it's daytime from the light, which is ironic because I only have the window open a little bit. Yeah. So a third, but I don't know if it's the same stupid bird. Sorry. Sorry, bird. But, like, yesterday it slammed right into my window. Luckily, I didn't see it because I was traumatized last time I saw the bird do that. It was like, and I know it was a bird because what else could hit my darn window? And we don't have no kids playing with no balls around here, so that's not what that was. It was a bird. I know it was a bird because it hit and then bounced off, and like the same thing as the other bird that pigeon thing. I'm pretty sure that was a pigeon that slammed into my window, and I actually saw that crap. It was traumatizing. Are you going to be up by? You're a night owl just like Mariah. Yeah, I said I. That is. Do not coin that nickname because that is. I just said that because it came to my brain. Part of being impulsiveness. I'm totally in. Whoa, but you have to wait. You up till 3. Wait, what time you gotta wake up though? I've always been a night owl. Sometimes my body can't take the night owl part of me because like the other night I was up till like 4 and then it wrecked my sleep. Yeah, see, that's what happens. Like I was up till 4 and then I had still remember I was streaming. Then I should have streamed the same day. So yeah, that shit was bad. I I don't know why I did that. Like I stayed up way too late on Friday into Saturday, which is bad because I stream on Saturday and I like didn't get enough sleep on that day and I was like really kind of irritated. which is probably why. This is pretty sure that's why I didn't respond to Mildred's comment in my stream because I was tired. I know I was tired because I feel it. And that's the bad part about it being a night owl. The good part is I get to stay up and sometimes I just don't want to go to sleep, man. That's the thing. You said you usually get up at night. Dude, that's not a bad time to get up. Wait, so do you when you do your wait, question I have a question for you, Nick. For your job, do you like work from home and then go to people's houses when you have to go like help their computer issues? I'm not a morning person. Dude, I understand that. One of my sisters is a morning person. I think my other one is, I don't know what the heck she is. I'm not sure if I think she might be, I'm not sure if she's both or she like me. But I've always been, I remember when I remember when my mom would used to, I don't remember where we're going, but I remember when my mom would take us on trips, something. I think we were going somewhere thing. She would look in the back to see if I'm sleeping, and I was always awake. But let's be honest, I don't sleep in vehicles that are moving. That's not a thing I do because I'm not comfortable. Like when we went to like I don't sleep in I need to sleep I only sleep in my bed, okay? My bed. It needs to be a bed. I can't sleep in area. Also, I don't sleep in places I'm not comfortable. It doesn't work out for me. Like my sister and my dad and my other sister can probably sleep in I don't know how the hell they do it. They can sleep in things. Like I couldn't sleep when we went to Georgia this one time. We were on a train. I could not sleep. My sister was knocked the heck out, but my ass was just lit. I just literally was just sitting there. I know I was tired as hell, but I could not sleep because like this is not. I don't know how people sleep like sitting in like just say we're sitting up like me. I don't know how to. I don't know how anyone does that. It's like annoying. I kind of wish I could sleep, but my brain can't. It's like I don't know if it's an autistic thing. I don't know what the hell it is. I just don't like. I can't. You can't sleep easily. I wouldn't say my mom's car is a strange place. It's just I can't sleep upright. I realize. I think that's probably what it is. I have to be laying down. It's not. I can't sleep up like that. It's not like. That's not it. That's not it. It doesn't. It doesn't have to do with the strange place. It has to do with I need to be like. It has to. The funny thing is, even when we went to Georgia, I couldn't sleep then either because of yeah, I can't sleep. I don't do pitch dark. Fuck that. You already know why. I don't do pitch dark. I can't do it. I won't do it. I won't. I literally can't do like even in my room. I have my because I have my clock and it has light on it. I can sleep because if it was pitch dark, I'd be like fuck this. I would not be sleeping at all. I'd be literally sitting there awake because I can't do it. I can't. I won't do it. I know why. Step trauma from my past that caused that problem. Because I still have it to this day. It's a problem. I don't know how to fix. I don't know how to get over that. I don't know where Mildred's at. Wait, How come you knew about that? How do you know about? How do you remember about Mildred Costas? Actually, I'm surprised you're here, Costas. Don't you have like work? Actually, no. Wait, no. Yeah, it's like morning over there. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, pitch dark is not a thing Mariah does. Like, oh no, that's a no. I don't. That's not a happening. Because if someone comes in my room, like if it was pitch dark and someone came in my room, if I hurt them, it's not my fault because that's like the fuck no. That's a no. That's a hell no. That's not. Oh, you know what show I was telling my dad my favorite show. I don't know if you actually. I don't know. I don't know because I don't know if you have that. Well, had that in the show that I'm going to talk about in South Africa. I also don't know if it was in Australia, but also I don't know if you watched it back then. Coast does. I can't answer that either. Um, this show called Dinos Murder. That's my favorite show. It mixes medical stuff with a freaking. I can't tell your boss. I don't know your boss. Ghost does. That's sad. Oh yeah, Dinos Murder is one of my favorite shows. It started when I was a baby, and then it ended when I was 9 years old, which is freaking crazy. I didn't know back then that show is is a brilliant show. I gotta watch. I'm about to watch some more. I might actually watch that instead of single parents. I might watch that instead because they have some episodes on YouTube, and I was watching that yesterday, man. Dang, it made me feel all the feelings I felt when I watched it back in the day, man. Even though I sound old as hell, man. Well, technically, I didn't really. I guess I watched the reruns because technically, I probably wouldn't have watched them growing up because I was too young. But that thing is brilliant, brilliant show. And it's back in the '90s, and Dick Van Dyke plays one of the main characters, and his son plays another role. I love that they actually have son and father in the actual. They're actually really. That show was something. That show was brilliant. I love true crime, so that just made me happy. Like it has mystery. It has like, and I love that the doctor is a consultant with the police, and the son is a police officer, police detective. And it is great. I love the show. Like I'm gonna watch me and some more when I'm done my streaming because that was a brilliant show. And honestly, it reminds me of Murder She Wrote, but Murder She Wrote is only the difference is Jessica is a writer, and she saw and the I don't remember how she I can't remember how she really actually gets into the crime thing. I'm not sure if her story is turned. I can't remember if she got like was consulted, but I know she ended up being like a consultant similar to what um Dick Van Dyke's character does. He's a doctor and he's also a consultant, which is actually interesting. Those don't even parallel really. I guess technically they do because they both saving lives but different way. Well, sorry, saving lives and getting justice. I guess is what the difference because typically it's a murderer that happens. So technically he didn't save the particular person's life, but you know what I'm saying. He solves it and tries to get them justice. Man, and the way you know what I just realized, Dick Van Dyke's character is like Monk, dude. It's like freaking Monk. Yeah, he's 99, dude. Dude, he's gonna be 100 in December if he gets there. 100 this year. Dude, I'm excited. Is that bad? Man, I don't know if it's bad or whatever. Man, I kind of hope Betty White had turned 100, but that didn't work out. So it made me bummed on my birthday because we share the same birthday. So did the lady who did that puppet pork chop. She also shared my birthday. I think her name is Sherry something. I can't remember her last name. She has the same birthday as me, different years, of course, but still. Man, that crap was bittersweet when I turned 30 and she did not turn 30 didn't turn 100 because she died. Like, she died 17 days before our birthday. I said, I claim it. I said our birthday because it is our birthday. Technically, I guess it was her birthday first, but whatever. Whatever. I was born on her 7th. I don't care. I claim it. I was born on her 70th birthday. I claim that. I'm not sorry. There's actually a lot of celebrities that were born on the birthday I have. Um, what's it called? Jim Carrey. Hmm. That doesn't count, Nick. Jim Carrey. Steve Harvey. Who else? Betty White had that birthday. I don't know how her name is. Sherry something. What the hell's her name? Sherry. I freaking forgot what the hell her name is. Damn it. Um, Sherry something. I literally can't think of her name. Let me look it up because they'll probably tell me her name on here if I look it up, like what her name is. Because I swear I was looking it up yesterday. I totally forgot what her name is. Let's see. Puppet tour to Portugal. Oops. Sorry, if you hear the clicking, that's my fingernail you hear. Um, I think that's in. Is it? I think it's pork chop. That's the name. If it's not pork chop, maybe it's lamb chop. Don't judge me. Pork. I thought his name was lamb. Maybe it's lamb chop. Is it lamb chop? My bad. Is it lamb chop? Oh. No, it's not lamb chop. It's my bad. It's pork chop. I mean, it's lamb chop. My bad. Sorry, guys. Her name was. That's why I couldn't remember her name. Her name was Sherry Lewis. That was the lady who she had the same birthday as. Actually, technically, I was born on her birthday too. Uh, I hope my darn chat isn't broken because I hate when it breaks and I don't know. Let me check. Let's see. Oh, you didn't break because you said. I don't know if I feel how I feel about having. Honestly, I was almost born on the 18th, so yeah. I feel like I know. Oh, I know why I know the name. Don't judge me. I almost said something on my brain. Let me shut up, bro. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about. I just wish I had. I sometimes wish I could have a birthday by myself, but I guess everyone can't have a birthday by themselves. 'Cause most people have birthdays that they share with other people. So yeah. Uh huh. Wait, so should I watch Nick? Which one do you think I should watch? Should I watch Diagnosed Murder or should I watch Single Parents? Which one? You gotta help me. I'm indecisive. And the one thing I hate is when I tell someone to make a decision and you tell me I can make a decision when I'm indecisive, that is not helpful for me. Like, I literally, that's one of my pet peeves. Like, don't tell me to make a decision when I ask you to make it. Just pick one. Because I'm going to be watching both of them eventually, so. Like, I'm almost done with Single Parents. Those are only a 21-minute show, and the other one is like 40 minutes per episode. So, yeah. Hmm. Are you indecisive like me? Because if I act another indecisive person, that's embarrassing. Now I feel embarrassed. If I act you and you're indecisive just like me, that's actually really feel bad now because I put the pressure on you. I should finish watching Single Parents. Oh, thanks. That was actually a really good decision. I was thinking about doing that. So, yeah, I think I'll finish. I definitely think I'll be done with that before tonight because, like, I got about 11 episodes left of that. You had to look both of them up. Wait, you've never heard? I can't believe you've never heard of. Wait a second. Are you telling me you've never heard of Diagnosed Murder? Are you? Wait, is that? Are you serious, dude? Diagnosed Murder is like I don't know how to explain that to you. I remember, dude, that was one of my shows, man. The things I watch, I did not realize every time I watch something as an adult now that I used to watch when I was like a child and I didn't think understand all the sexual innuendo crap. Well, Single Parents came out in 2000 and I think 18, so it makes sense. That's more honestly back when it came out. I was not in a good headspace, so that probably wouldn't have worked out very well. Should say I was just coming out of a really bad headspace. So at first, when I first saw it on TV when it first aired, I was like, "What is this crap?" I'm sorry, it's literally what I thought, but it's actually not a bad show. Actually pretty good. And I like, even though I don't understand comedy fully, I like simplistic comedy like this show. And I Love Lucy is funny. Oh man, that thing was brilliant. I really liked I Love Lucy. Of course, I had to watch the reruns because I wasn't born when they actually made the original series. But still, dang, she was great. She died before I was even born, but still, she was great. Um, who else was really good at comedy? Let me think. Oh, and I also like the Three Stooges. That crap is funny. Um, no, that was no because the show came on a few months after I came out of my very deep depression after my grandmother died. So that's why I said I couldn't watch it because I was in my depression for my grandmother for like when she died in September of 2017 to like April of maybe a little bit later than April of 2018. So that's why I said I couldn't watch it because yeah, I don't think I was. I don't know if I was still. I might have been coming out of it. I don't know if I fully was out of it then. Also, I think because when something is hyped up a lot, or even if I see it on TV too much, like commercials, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not watching that until the hype dies down. I don't like watching things that are hyped up. Like I gotta also I'm rewatching rewatching a lot of different shows that I've watched. Like I'm rewatching Switch to Birth. That thing is brilliant. I love that show. Still like it to this day. I remember watching it as I was I kind of honestly because me and Vanessa what's her name Morano are around the same age. So actually we were born the same year. So I like watching it because I remember what like I feel like as I grew, she grew, of course. But I feel like some of those experiences are not just teen. The ones in the show weren't just teenage experiences; they were kind of young adult experiences. So even though the show lasted for, I think it was it, how many years was it? It was a good amount of time. 2011, I know it came out. I can't remember what year it ended. The thing was brilliant, though. I ain't gonna lie. That was actually a really, really, really good show. Let me see what year. It was one of the. I like that show. It was one of the shows I've never ever seen where I had never seen a show like that where they actually have people that are actually deaf for real in actual show. I love watching both. We get to see both sides where we hear people that are hearing like me and people that are deaf. And I love that they cast both, and it was actually an authentic show. People that actually were hearing and the people that actually were deaf. And I like that they didn't, like for Daphne, the girl who played Daphne, she actually is hard of hearing. So for her, she invented a deaf accent, but like because it needed it for the character. But she honestly, I think she was. I really like this show very much. If you watch it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Like it's on Hulu right now. I'm on season 1 again because I have to watch it all the way through. Let's see when it ended. 2017. Is that what it is? Yeah, 2007. Wait, it's 2000 and my goodness. Yeah, 2017. So almost 6 years it was on. It was great. Yeah, that was great. I watch 90s movies. I watch 90s movies all the time. Um, 90s movies, early 2000s, 80s, 70s, different kinds of movies, guys. I like the older movies. I don't like, I feel like the recent movies will just keep rewriting the same shit that I like seen before. Like, why? There was this one movie, I think one movie, I can't remember when it was done. It was sometime in 2010-ish, 10, sometime, I don't remember which year, but it was a one where this wife dressed up as pretending she had a twin and she was playing her twin. It was kind of insane. So she got her husband to cheat on her, but he thought it was the twin sister, and it was the most. I forgot what the darn movie was called. The thing was brilliant. It was brilliant. I'm sorry, it was brilliant because his ass was a cheating bastard. Um, but he thought it was with the twin sister, and he tried to kill. He said he was going to kill the wife. So what? I'm sorry. He got what he was coming to him. I can't remember if he had him getting killed. I don't remember, but honestly I don't feel shit for him because he was doing all this crap behind the wife's back, making like we all know the wife knew what was going on because she was actually her twins. Yeah, and that wasn't even 90s. That wasn't even a 90s movie. That was a 2010-ish movie. I can't remember what movie. I feel like it was called Bad Sister or something. Or let me look and see. It was a Lifetime movie. It was actually quite interesting. Lifetime used to be a good dirt man. That thing was a channel, man. That and ID. Those are my channels, dude. Those were my channels. Lifetime and ID. Investigation Discovery. Those I still like Investigation Discovery. Lifetime is not as good as it used to be, man. The thing was that was brilliant back in the during 90s and the 2000s. Like I watched a whole lot of freaking movies on that channel. I remember watching this. I don't remember if that's no, I didn't see Odd Girl Out on there. Odd Girl Out was in health class. That crap was. I hated that damn movie. That made me angry because I was going through some shit when I was watching that movie. So that was not. That was my. I was being going through the bullying. This maybe that's the same exact bullying that girl went through in the movie, but I was going through my own bullying. So that shit hit real hard when I watched. I was crying because like I remember all the feelings I was feeling like because she in the movie she attempted suicide. I had attempted my own suicide attempts, but I didn't. I never was hospitalized from them. So like, I just that thing hit differently, and even the way she did it, I did back then. I had used that attempt. I had done pills too at one point. Stopped doing it, but I did do that. Of course, I switched my method, but I don't, let's be honest, I don't do suicide. I try not, I did my best to stay away from those methods. I gave my mom my stuff, which I'm proud of myself for, because when I feel low or depressed, I will go, that is what my one thing I do, try to stay away from, and I remember my mantra, so it doesn't happen as often, nowhere close to as often as it used to. Like, it's very non-existent now, because my mental health is in a really good space, and when anyone that tries to knock it, I block them, so, because I don't want to deal with that. And Ghostess, I hope you're not crying. That better be happy tears, not sad tears, because I don't want sad tears. But people go through their own shit. Wait, you got it. Wait, oh, the mental health thing, yeah. Let's be honest, but everyone has their mental health shit, okay? Like, I think some people just don't want to talk about it, which I can understand. Like, for me, I'm very vocal about it. Yeah, I don't know what you put, Costas, because I can't see. It's like a little envelope. That's what I see on my screen. Nick, what is it? Is it a heart? I can't see it on my screen. I don't know what his little emoji thing is after yours, because I can't see it. That's because my phone is stupid. That's why. Bruh, that was good. Yeah. It's a cry tear face. Wait, the one after yours. It says after the one after that you wrote that. I'm really glad to hear that part. Is his a crying? That thing is that you're saying it is? I'm glad you like it, Costas. But I think you're biased because you're my friend, so I feel like you have to say that. So I feel like, oh, okay, thanks, thank you, Nick. I appreciate you because I couldn't see it. I don't know why I couldn't see it if it's the same thing as before. I don't know. Um, yeah, I'm thinking anything else I have to say. And I like being Mariah. Didn't always like being Mariah. Oh, Tears of Joy. Thanks. Well, I'm glad it makes you happy. Goes does. Well, tears of joy is fine. I don't mind someone crying tears of joy. I don't want them to cry tears of sadness because I know what that's like and it's not fun. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I feel Nick. I don't know. I still don't know because it's like literally. I think it said it's coming back on the 9th. I don't. I still don't know how I feel about it. Only murders in the building. I don't know. It's like I feel like it's a mixed bag, and I feel like I'm expecting too much, but it's not gonna be. I feel like it's not gonna be what I'm expecting, cause we know it ended with Lester dying, and I'm like, so I don't know, like, are they gonna try to? Because I forgot who has gotten blamed so far. Mildred has gotten blamed. I mean, Mildred on the show had gotten no. Mabel got blamed. Um, I don't know if Oliver has gotten blamed. I don't know if Oliver has gotten blamed. I can't remember. I think Mabel and I know Mabel got blamed for a crime. I'm pretty sure Charles has gotten blamed. I can't remember if I think all of them have gotten blamed. I do want to know if ever in the series is any of the main characters going to actually commit a crime I mean actually do one of the like be kind of it's unexpected somebody killed one of them killed. I'm just curious to see who's going to be. Like it's going to be because it's always someone it's kind of like you don't suspect it, but then they're kind of towing the line in. So I'm like, oh, it is them, but no, maybe it's not them. So I don't know. I don't know. I feel like, but who could have a problem with Lester? I'm still trying to figure out. I don't get who could have a problem with Lester because like he didn't seem like a bad person. At least on the series, unless there's stuff they didn't show us because sometimes they don't show you all this stuff so they can build off it. So I'm like. I don't know, because I feel like the best way if they ever ended the series, I think the best way they could do it is by making one of the main characters actually commit one of the crimes. I'm just saying, because it would make them kind of lose their credibility. Just given like possible scenarios that could happen if they eventually decide to end the series. I think that'd be a great way to end it, where they one of the main characters commit one of the murders, and then it makes the podcast credibility shot, and then it would like end the series. Just an I freaking deal, but I don't think they'll take my ideas like that. Like, yeah, but I think that's a really great idea. I'm serious. That'd be a great way to end the show, but I doubt they're gonna do it like that. Honestly, I didn't expect them. Some reason when before they had the force, I thought maybe they might end it with a cliffhanger. God, I hope they don't do that. Oh my gosh, it's gonna make me aggravated because I so many shows I like that they end with cliffhangers makes me so mad. Like I'm pretty sure Single Parents is probably gonna end in a cliffhanger because I feel like they on the show I'm watching. You don't think it's gonna end anytime soon? Well, I guess we'll see. But well, I don't know. Man, that's funny. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like besides that series, I like the show called Paradise. That was really good. What else? I wish they had dang, I really wish they didn't cancel Doctor Odyssey, man, because that crap ended on a cliffhanger. Dang, I hate cliffhangers. Like the Residents, three more. That's eight more. That's eight seasons. I don't know because like Selena Gomez, the actress who plays Mabel, maybe she may not want to play because she can focus on her family, but she may play. I don't know. She may want to play. Now I don't know about Steve Martin and Martin Short, the ones who play Charles and Oliver. Well, I'm glad that makes you smile. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I really hope that the shows I'm really into watching, Only Murders in the Building, Murder in Small. Darn it, my brain is thinking. Murder in a Small Town. They freaking ended the show I could watch is called Alert in a cliffhanger. I'm fucking tired of cliffhangers. Like that crap was man, because at the end of the that pissed me off though the way they ended it. She freaking turned on them, and I needed to see more to know if what was gonna happen. Because dang, that's some bull. Even the way they started the third season pissed me off. Well, it started the third, like, kind of, where they killed off one of the main characters. I'm thinking, what did you do that for? I was crying just like I ain't gonna lie. I was crying like it happened to me, because it was upsetting. They killed off, no, seriously, if you saw the way she died, that shit was horrible. They had just gotten freaking married. That shit was bad. I was so upset. I was like, they just gonna kill her off? And the reason I like her is because I used to watch her on this show called Devious Maids. I like her. She's actually really good at acting. I never saw the depth of her acting because I've never really seen her in anything. I forgot her name. Starts with a D. I don't know how to say it. See, dyslexic, my brain can't even think how to say the name. Oh well. If you watch it, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you watch Devious Maids, she was the one who played Rosie on that, and then she played one of the main characters on this one, Nikki Baptista. I can't remember her actual name though. So if you watch both of those, you'll know what I'm talking about. Technically, if you watch the Devious Maids first and then you watch that, I totally have to finish watching Desperate Housewives. Man, that thing is brilliant. I love it because the seasons always start off with like a secret or something, and I'm on the second season, and like I love how it started off with it started off with yeah, it started off with like a secret, and like the first season started off with a death, and but there was a secret tied to the death. The second one started off with a secret, and like it was kind of mysterious. You just have to watch it because I'm not trying to give it all away. And hi, JR. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm thinking. I don't know. So like, I'm trying to figure out what, and then see, I don't like when movies have like sequels like months at like years, like decades after. Like they're trying to make a new Daddy's Little Girl, the second one, like 17. My point is a good couple decades after. Like, why are you making a new one? Actually, no, I think it is 17 years. I'm pretty sure they have made the first one in 2008, I think. And then they're making another Hancock too, man. I would watch it, see. Damn. It's all Will Smith's fault. Damn. Why did he have to see? If he had done that, I could watch it. But now I can't watch it. Even though I think they said Zendaya might play in one of them, but that's not the point. The point is I don't like Will Smith, so I can't do it. I didn't have no problem with Will Smith before he did that slapping incident, but to you always I always see you and never comment. Oh, but thanks. You can always comment on it. It's not you don't have to comment. You can though. I do respond to all the comments. unless it's inappropriate, and I delete it if it's inappropriate. So yeah, but other than that, you're fine. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like it's a mix. My brain is like a mixed bag. You don't ever know what you're getting. So I like have sweetness, but I also have sassiness and bitchiness, I guess. Even though honestly, I feel like I operate on the bitchy, sassy side more than I do the sweet side, but that's because I try to hide the sweet side more than not because I don't want any more damage done to that. So some people get to see the sweet side, some people don't ever get to see it, which is not my fault. It's their fault because they shouldn't damaged it. So they don't get to see that, and I'm not sorry. Like very few people get to see the sweet side of me. If I trust you and I trust that you're not gonna hurt that sweet side, then I show it. The people that have heard it don't get to see it at all, and I'm not sorry about it. Yeah. I hopefully my darn chat didn't break. I was worried because like it happens so darn often now. So freaking annoying. Is my chat broken? Please say no. Let's see. I'm gonna watch. I'm going to look there and then I will. Oh, thank God. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate you so much, buddy. Um, anything else do I want to say? Thinking. Any questions? You're you're totally fine, Nick. I didn't. Oh, my foot is numb. No, no, no. I don't like when that happens. It doesn't even happen that often. I guess my foot, probably because it's cold. My foot is cold. I don't know why. Probably because the house is cold at times. I wonder what people would say the best season is to be born in. I don't know. I would not say winter, even though I'm a winter baby, which makes me biased. But I don't think winter is the best season to be born in. Let me see. Do I know anyone? Let's see. Actually, I know people that are born in all the different seasons. I just realized that. I know people that are born in winter, people that are born in. That's funny. You would be born in winter here. That's hilarious, Nick. You would be literally, if you lived in the U.S., you'd be born in winter. And if I lived there, I'd be born in the summer, which is ironic, but it's kind of funny. What's I gonna say? I know people that are born in spring. I know people that are born in the fall, and I know people that are born in the summer. Yeah. I don't know which one's the best. Honestly, I can't say which one I like the best. Maybe fall might be the best season to be born in because it's not too hot, not too cold. Might be the best season to be born in. Even though I know some people probably don't like that, but yeah. Mm. You know what I learned? Well, I was watching this commercial for some reason, and supposedly sleeping on the side can actually damage your neck. I did not know that. Like sleeping on the side, like if you lay your pillow on the side, you can actually damage your neck because it does something to your spinal cord. I hate spring because I have allergies, so I don't like spring. I would not want to be born in the spring. I wonder what that is and what is that here? Mm-hmm. No, it has nothing. No, it has nothing to do with the height pillow. It has to do with the way the neck. No, it has nothing to do with the pillow. It has to do with um has to do with something. It does something to the spine when you lay like that for like numerous all. If you lay like that all the time when you're sleeping, something it does something. I'm not quite. I'm not 100% sure exactly what it is, but I saw it on the commercial. Don't don't shoot the messenger because that's all I said. Like I said, saw it on the commercial, and it didn't say anything about the height. It says something about the way you sleep. It's something about it does something to the way your neck. It does something to your bones and the way. I don't explain it. I am not a medical professional, but I said it did something to your bones. It does something to your spinal column, and it does something. I wonder if that's why I've been having that neck pain because I do sleep on my side sometimes. So yeah. Also, I knew someone named Cheyenne. I know you're not her, by the way. Kosa just made me think of that when he said cool name Cheyenne, it made me think of that. Yeah, do some research on it. Yeah, no. If she is here, I don't know. But yeah, I did know someone named Cheyenne. Uh, got any questions, Costas? Cause I asked Nick before, and he was the only one in the stream at the time while speaking. Uh, yeah, that probably can do something to your. I don't know. Probably can do something to your bones. I don't know. I'm so looking forward to next Wednesday when we do this stream. That's gonna be great because I think we and you are gonna make this crap amazing, Nick. I don't know about anyone else because I don't know who else is coming. But also, I will put. I'm gonna decide what time. I think I'm gonna do. It's gonna be either 2 or 4 next Wednesday. But I am gonna put a poll up just in case people decide they want a different topic than what I said. Even though I think the topic I have is amazing, but I'm also biased because I made that up at random. I literally was like, "What can I do that sounds so different than most people? What most people would do?" Even though some people do things for shock value. I don't do things for shock value, even though people say I probably should, but I don't care. I'm not doing that. I've never been a person that really does things for shock value because I'm not into that kind of stuff. Because I feel like shock value is hype, makes things hype, and I don't like hype things like that. I literally will avoid hype things most of the time, so that's not something I'm doing. But I haven't decided because I love that it's gonna be subscriber only because subscriber only is the best. Means no troll. I don't have to deal with any trolls. Luckily, we only dealt with like one, maybe one troll. The other two, the other two people that were in here before one, I don't think they were trolls, but they left, so we're good. Um, um, honestly, I'm not a very popular person, which is fine. I don't really, whatever. Um, I love watching true crime. Dang it, I don't know. I'm trying to think, should I watch the true crime after the video or not? You said the other two. Yeah, I think they could have been. Yeah, they. I'm glad they stopped themselves. Maybe I'm glad they stopped themselves. I would have. They would have gotten blocked. And I know you would have blocked them, which is I love when you do that. You're like honestly, you're like my yeah, I know the particularly the screen names were giving me during that's exactly what I was thinking. The screen names were giving me things. I was thinking that same thought. I was like particularly the one that said the pooper. I was like, yeah, that sounds like some kind of darn. It sounds like a darn troll name. Sorry, it does give me vibes. You are so precious. See, you understand me. Like you are so. I really think you and my ex would be friends if you knew him in real life. I totally think that. I think you would be friends, and that's not. I promise that's not a bad thing. Because sometimes I feel like when I say things, people take them as like Mariah. You're saying I'm like this is bad. What? It's not bad, honestly. uh, yeah. I think because, but sometimes people that are similar don't like each other. Because I remember in high school, these two, like one of my friends and one of the theater kids, and I say theater kids because I didn't really know him like that. They're so, one of my former friends, yeah. These two people were very, very similar. So I was like, they're gonna get along. And I think they did not like each other at all, which is ironic. Because sometimes they say people that have similar personalities get along, but it's not always the case I see. Like, so you honestly might not get along, like if you knew each other. I don't know. Like, yeah, he's actually very easygoing. Like, I don't know. He's like literally, I've never met anyone like him. He's like the most understanding person I've ever met. Like, it's weird. I've heard him get mad, but he never gets mad at me, which is weird to me because I'm like, it's weird because I kind of expect people to get mad at me. So when they don't, I'm like, this is like a red flag. Even though it's not really a red flag, it's just my brain is so used to it, I expect it. So like I think I told him I said because you don't get mad at me. I get confused. I'm thinking I must have done. I tell him I think actually no. I told him I'm like addicted to like toxicness. It's kind of a problem. I have a problem with toxicness. Like I feel like I like toxicness. I don't actually really like it. My brain has learned to like it, which is a problem because I'm used to people being so toxic that it become an actual good thing to me when it's actually really bad. So yeah. Honestly, you wait, you said you channel your anger pretty well. See, Yeah, you sound totally. I feel like you sound totally like him. You also sound like my one of my phone. I still don't know what Ryan is to me. I don't know if he's my friend or not. I told him, see, and he hasn't responded to my message. It's kind of hilarious to me because I told him, I said, I don't know. I said, right now you're between being, I consider you being my friend and being an acquaintance, and I'm not sorry for saying that. And he hasn't responded to my message, and just I sent it on the 27th, and I'm not responding back to him. He needs to man the hell up and answer and either respond or don't respond, which I'm taking as he doesn't respond, and I'm not gonna message him back until he responds. So that's me waiting then, cause I'm not doing that. You're like in your 40s, man the fuck up, like. And see, if someone said that to me, I'd be like, "What does that? What? Wait, why do you?" Literally, this is what I would think. This is how I am because I'm Mariah. I'd be like, why do you say that? And because I almost wonder did I hit a sore spot because he knows his ass was not, because he doesn't always act, he acts like as if I have to, I don't cater to shitting nobody like anymore. Like, I think people expect me to cater to them, and I'm not doing that anymore, not with him. Or anybody that just, that like keeps coming in and out of my life. The hell do I don't owe you any damn thing. I don't owe nobody nothing. That's what I owe. Um, and I think people just assume, oh, Mariah's gonna, yeah, fuck that. I'm not gonna keep bending to your will. Like, as in, exactly, silence speaks volumes. I am not one of those, I'm not your bitch. If that's what he thinks I am, I'm not his bitch, okay? Um, because Mariah, it seems like because I feel like he expects me to be a certain way because, oh, our friendship was like that. Yeah, it was like that, but because you kept going in and out, like, as in, you didn't, let's be honest, he hadn't talked to me until. Actually, he hadn't talked to me for a while. He's been at least, Christmas one's been at least over a year, I'm pretty certain, because he didn't talk to me. He randomly messaged me in July at random, and I was like literally excited when I went to my phone because I was like, dang, yay, Christmas message. I swear, that's the first slide that I had. Chris messaged me. That's because that's why I went back on the app to see if Chris is alive. Like, I want to know if he was there, and I was like, so dang. And then I was like, dang, it's Ryan. That's my thought. Dang, it's Ryan. I was literally, because I came on this app for Chris because I wanted to see if he's alive. I didn't expect to hear from Ryan. I expected his behind to be silent. And you know what I can't stand? Of all the things I can't freaking stand is somebody going to me for information you can get from somebody else. Like, for example, like one of my other friends, she's Polish. That's nothing to do with the case. The point is, you could literally go to her for information on her relationship, on what's happening in her life, but you come to me like as in you can't like what are you that I don't even know what the hell that'd be. I hate people that do that to me because I've had that happen before him doing that to me. I've had where someone has come to me and to ask me to speak on someone else's behalf. What? No, I don't like that. Like, and then I told her, like, I said to her, I said, I don't know why he couldn't just come to you with this information instead of going through me to do it. Like, why? And it's interesting to me, like, that, like, I don't understand people sometimes. Like, am I supposed to understand this? Let me see to make sure my darn. I hope it's not broken because I keep thinking this live stream chat is broken. Let me check now because I'm worried it's broken now. Let's see. Come on, thing. Okay, excuse me. Thank goodness you told me it's not broken because I was literally about to click on it. For some reason I have burps, excuse me. Um, but I've been, but I like this is not the first time it's done. Like I had where two people were arguing, and I'm like, this, like, can you talk to her for me? And like, what the, what? I thought this only happened in the game. I didn't realize it spewed into real life. Like you actually did this to people in real life. I'm not gonna ever be anyone's go between ever again because this shit gets messy. So, for example, if they ever had a fall down, I'd be in the middle. I'm not dealing with that. Like, I don't know. I just don't. It's to me. I don't know. I think he's just a weird person to me. Ryan is. I'm sorry, because like the part where he was saying like, "Oh, Mariah, you're not acting the way you were before." But in my opinion, in my brain, I was saying the first thought I had was, "Didn't you say that Mariah, the way I was acting before was annoying to you? That oh, you ask all these questions. I'm not Google as if I don't remember that because you have a stupid bad memory." Because he has a stupid bad memory, I'm supposed to not remember what you did because that is kind of a form of trauma, which tells me Mariah's not allowed to be fully herself. So I can just So that's when someone tells me like, oh, you're doing all this stuff that's annoying, but it's actually part of my personality, how I naturally am. You're basically telling me, Mariah, don't be yourself. So when I come out another way or come to you another way, you can't be getting mad of, oh, why aren't you acting the same way you used to? Maybe because, see, and I would have said because you're dumbass. See, I try to not be a bitch. I really have bitch mode most of the time, but certain people just don't deserve bitch mode for me because like I don't think you're worth that mess. So yeah, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not responding to him until he responds to my damn message. I won't be. He'll be waiting. He'll be waiting until sometime next year to hear from me if he doesn't respond to my damn message. Like for him, he always says he has a bad memory. I don't know. He could honestly. He's in his 40s. He could have a bad memory. I don't know. Um, but I don't know, honestly, because I don't know what he's done in his life. It's sometimes things you do in your life can come back to you, and so I'm like, I don't know what he's done. Like, if you've had, like, I don't know if he did sports or anything, so I can't say, like, he may have had some concussions. How do I know? So I don't know any of that. You said you wonder if they actually ever got. I don't see. I don't got Nick. I don't got time for that shit, man. I don't got time for that. It's like trying to figure out if someone's pretending or not. And if you are pretending, if he is pretending, that's his own damn problem. Because I don't got time for this shit. Just because you have like kids and all this crap and like all this stuff. Like I don't owe you my damn. I don't even owe you talking to you because he's lucky I even responded back because I didn't have to. After the shit he put me through mentally in my brain, making me feel like I was less than. 'Cause that's what he made me feel like when he said, "Oh, Mariah, like your questions, all that stuff, would, like be like make me annoyed and stuff." To me, that tells me as if Mariah's not allowed to be yourself. If I'm not allowed to be myself, then why the hell do you get to be your damn self? That's what I think. But I'm not saying I would never say that you can't be yourself to anybody. I have actually I have a really good long-term memory. I have a really good long-term memory. My short-term memory, or supposedly my working memory, is not that good. I don't know if that's true or not. Based on tests I've had, that's probably part of the ADHD side. The short-term memory is not as good, but the long-term memory is probably good because of the autistic side. Um, Honestly, I don't know. Uh, Yeah. But I've always had a really good long term memory. I've always had that. Like, I remember my dad saying something to me, like, and he was like, because I had said something. He's like, you remember that? Yeah, I do. I'm pretty sure it's probably because of the autistic side. So, like, yeah, I don't know. I tend to remember things that cause me trauma too. Not that everything causes me trauma, but I do tend to remember the trauma stuff more than the. I told my mom, I said this is the one thing that sucks out my memory. I hate that one thing I hate. I tend to remember the traumatic stuff if they're more significant. If it's more significant than the good stuff. I do remember good stuff. I just remember the bad stuff more. Like I remember the trauma from my building a lot more than any good stuff that ever happened to me. That has been a significant one. A lot of trauma that's happened, emotional trauma, regardless if it's well, most likely it's words. I remember them more. I'm not saying I don't remember any good things. I just remember it's a lasting effect. I do remember also things that are significant that people tell me. I do remember. Tend to remember. Uh huh. Um. Yeah. I really just hope I hear from Chris. I want to hear from. I really hope I can hear from him before the end of the year. I know I shouldn't hope for that, but it's literally been on. Next month will be 3 months. I mean, 3 years since I heard from him. God, please let it happen. I would love to have it happen next month. Come on, please. I'm serious. I'm not even kidding. I'm literally not kidding. Like, I wish I had it. If I had his wife's number, I would literally call her to see how he's doing. I'm not even kidding. I'm so serious. I'm dead serious because I'm tired. It's been three. You wrote that already. Yeah, it's been 3 years. October will be 3 years. Oh, sorry. October will be 3 years. Dang it. Um, Honestly, it was weird because he was going through some stuff. He was like, Mariah, I was like, I had to block some people. He never said he had to block me because there was nothing we were talking about that could possibly get him in trouble. Like, because I know at the time I think he was possibly going through a possible divorce. I'm not sure, but I remember him saying he had to block some people, and like certain messages couldn't be like said because they could be used against him. And like, I didn't do anything wrong, or he didn't do anything wrong. At least in our messages, there was nothing. at least that I'm aware of, or at least I didn't see anything sexual, but I don't know. Some people can misinterpret crap. God, can you just let him like contact me? I know it sounds stupid, but I really just want to know if he's alive. It's not. Ever since my grandmother passed, it's been a thing I've been having problems with. I like literally ever since she passed, I like every time I don't hear from someone for a while, I be thinking they're dead. Particularly him, because the reason why it's weird, because we were talking a normal conversation, then he just like randomly disappeared. And the reason it scared me is because I remember his wife was telling me, before that even happened, where we lost contact, she was telling me he was having issues with he was dealing with like depression and stuff because his dad had passed, and he was really close to his dad. um yeah, so I don't know, and that's why it scares me because of that. And I know from being my own having my own suicide ideation and suicide attempts, I do know that's not something to play with. And if he is, I hope if he is dealing with that, I hope he's getting help. I hope he's still here. I really do. Even though I never hear from him, I do hope that he's still here. Even though it would kill me, but not really kill me, but it will hurt me because I really did see him. The way I saw him was as my pseudo brother. Even though we're not related, I literally saw him. That's why it hurt so bad when I couldn't hear from him. I viewed him as like my older brother. That's what I viewed him as. So when I didn't hear from him, I was like, oh my gosh, it's like it's like a person in my family died, even though no one in my at least no one in my immediate family. I shouldn't say in my family because people in my family have died. I'm talking about anyone in my immediate family, like my sisters or my parents, didn't die. Is what I'm saying. But because God, can you just like let it happen, please? I just want him to like surprise me and like be there. I don't care if it's stupid. I don't care. It's just because you hear about all these like people like doing things and not then I wouldn't because I the one thing I worry that this is why I know why I have the why I get worried because I feel like he might have thought I abandoned him. That would kill me because that is one thing I felt like I did for my grandmother and my nana. So that's why when I had heard my nana pass, which I didn't know about immediately, and I heard that when I knew when a grandmother had passed away, I felt like I abandoned her. So that's the one big thing that bothers me. If he felt like I abandoned him, and then he didn't have nothing to live for, and then that's what he did, and that's why that would kill me more than anything in the world because of that. And because I had, I guess it's a trigger or trauma there for that. I don't want anyone to ever feel like they're alone, like and can't go on. That's one thing I don't want. Um, what is it? What's the question? Were you gonna say grief counseling or something? I'm curious to see what the question is. I don't think you're judging me or anything. I'm glad you said that, but I always said it's worth thinking about. I don't know what it is then. Let's see. You said what it would be more horrible if it found if he was no longer. That would kill me. I wouldn't want to know that he's no longer because when I found out my nana, even though I didn't know she'd passed like 14 years before I found out, it freaking hurt me. I don't want to find that out. Like I kind of don't want to find out he's no longer with us because it would kill me. I think it would make me upset. So I don't think I'd be able to recover that because I don't. Every time someone dies that I know very well, it literally I feel like it takes a piece of me. And that's the one thing I can't deal with. I don't think I can. I want to know if he's alive. I at least want to know if he's alive. That's one thing. If he's alive, then I can live. I feel like I can live my life. But if I don't know, if because I told you, I searched the obituaries. I can't find him. That's not a weird thing. I started doing that after I started searching the obit. This is how I randomly found out that my grandmother had my nana had passed because I had found my dad's aunt. I had found my dad's aunt, and then from there, I don't know how I found my nana. I don't remember, but that happened. That was all. Oh, that was horrible. It's been 14 years since she passed. I did not know. I found out a little bit before the 14 years came past. But I think God I think He might have protected me from that because right before we went to school, went off to college. One of my former friends, who I was going to reconnect with. Every time I think about it, it makes me angry. I was going to reconnect with before she died, but that didn't happen. It was right before we went to college, and I think the reason I could not find information about my nana, I think he might have been. I think God might have been protecting me in that instance because I knew I couldn't. I wouldn't have been able to. I don't think I would have been able. I probably would have dropped out of school if that had happened. If I found out my nana had died in my sophomore year, I think it would have. Like I literally think I would have dropped it. Like, Mom, you're gonna get me from this school because I can't bear the emotional pain. Because when I lost my grandmother, I went through a whole lot of like. I went through a whole lot of things like during that time, and I was already like it was in my 20s then. So I can't even imagine being 19 and finding out that would I don't think that would have gone very well. Yeah, because I think actually that same year my best friend had found out her best friend passed. I would have killed. I don't think I would have survived that. I literally don't think I've survived that. I do think that God protected me in that because I wouldn't have been mentally strong enough because if I hadn't grieved my I think because I grieved my grandmother first and I went through that process. I think because I grieved her, I was able to grieve my nana faster because I went through the process of how deep that grief was when I grieved my grandmother. What did you say? You said it means that not knowing actually isn't the worst. Yeah, I agree. It wouldn't be the worst case. You feel like life is making things clear for us only. Honestly, I don't. I agree that life makes. I think God made things clear for me when it was the right time. And I'm sorry that you lost your dad. MG. I think it says it. Is it? I'm not. I don't know how to say your name, and I'm so sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Oh my gosh, I feel embarrassed. Okay, I'm sorry you lost your dad. I can't even imagine that. I don't even want to think about that. Because that sounds really I don't even know because I feel like that's like honestly those are like the formative times when you're learning things. I think that's just I don't even know what I'd do if that happened to me. I literally don't think I can't even think about. That's the same age I would have been when my nana passed, and I did even though I didn't even know back then. Um, but I don't think I would have been in the headspace to be able to grieve that. I don't think I would have been able to cope because I was dealing with um college and all that stuff that entails in college. There's a whole lot of crap with dealing in college. Schooling was already hard enough, so I don't think I would have been able to process the emotional damage I would have done. I don't know. And I think I maybe grieved her differently, my nana, because I didn't know her as well as I knew my grandmother, which is understandable. Yeah, time does not heal. Let's be honest. It's been almost 8 years since my grandmother passed, and it still hasn't. I still feel pieces. I still get sad. So literally, is why I don't like Labor Day, which is today. I hate Labor Day because of that. Because she died the day after Labor Day in 2017. So I hate Labor Day because of that reason. I literally just. It's not even just that I hate Labor Day. I also hate September 5th. I hate that day too, which is ironic because that's one of my gamer friends' birthdays. I don't hate her. I hate the day. Um and so yeah, I don't like if like I was just thinking if anyone that I knew like died on like a birthday or my birthday or anyone else, I would not like that day either. So that would never happen. Yeah. And I know my mom tells me not to like I shouldn't associate the day with which is that's it's her mom. I understand. It's hard for me not to associate the day with whatever occurred, and I don't have to. Like it's been almost 8 years, and I still people say yeah. I don't think you actually ever get over grief, but I don't think you ever get over the loss. Personally, um, I do sometimes think some people do dissociate from it. Um, Uh, yeah. For me, I'm gonna do my best, try not to think about that at all on that day, cause I'm gonna try, cause I really don't like getting upset, like, cause thinking about her passing just makes me really upset. Like I really nah, because I didn't believe it was real until I saw the body. I knew it happened, but in my brain it didn't process until I saw the body. That like there's obviously this must be. I remember the exact moment my mom told me. I was like, this must be some kind of damn joke. Like that's literally how I processed my other when my one former friend had passed. I was like, my sister must be telling me some kind of damn joke. That's literally the first thought I thought because she could not be serious. That didn't just happen. It was like it was in August actually when it was in August 2010 when that friend passed. I was literally by, I swear I was about to talk to her. My sister had just told me she had talked to her not that long before. And then I'm thinking, yay. I was like, yay, I get to talk to shit. I was literally was my thought. I was like, yay, I get to talk to her. What do you mean? And I was like, when I said my sister told me she had passed, I was like, what do you mean that you can't be serious? That must be some kind of damn joke you're playing on me because there's no way she could just pass. You said you just talked to her. How could she pass? And honestly, sometimes the brain. Honestly, I feel like sometimes the brain messes with you when before you like before it actually sinks in. I feel like the brain like tricks you into believing, oh, it's not actually. I didn't actually happen. It's something that you made up in your brain. Because that's honestly when my mom told me that her mom died, which is my grandmother. I was like, geez, that's not. You can't possibly be telling me that must like the whole day. I swear, the whole day was bad because she told me, and then I like was outside. I was like walking for a little bit because my brain was not processing the information she told me. I was upset. I was upset, which is a normal response. The first response is that I had been in, and then after it was after the burial and the whole everything fell apart. My mind I lost my damn mind almost. Like I was at the point of almost losing my mind. Cause like I had grieved her like from the burial to like April of 2018, maybe a little bit later than that, because my brain could not process. I was not sleeping. I told my mom I would see things in this room because I was not sleeping. My brain could not get rest. Like because I felt extreme guilt and because I felt like I abandoned her, like when she needed me, even though I couldn't possibly be there when she died because she would have been sleeping anyways. But the point is, there was no way. I felt bad because we hadn't seen her in a little while, so like I felt terrible. Like she died when nobody was there. Like she probably thought we abandoned her like that. So all the thoughts like you wish you could undo, you can't undo because they're now the final. Um, like the last memory I have of my grandmother is when seeing her in the coffin. Not just that, but my mom had sent me. It's not her fault. I will never blame her for this because my mom had sent me her cousin, my mom's cousin, had taken pictures at the funeral, and my mom didn't know. My mom did not know that he had taken pictures because, and the reason he took pictures is because we have relatives, we have family in Jamaica and other places of the world. He wanted to send that back to the family, the pictures and stuff. He had, the last memory I have, and I know people say, Mariah, oh, Mariah, think about happy time. That's hard for me. The last memory I literally have of my grandmother is after seeing her dead body was, oh, I can't just forget that. I could have forgotten it, but because I had like an actual photograph in an email with all the pictures and that one I happened to see like with her actual in the coffin, I will never forget that memory. Like I wish my brain could forget it, but that's not how it works. Being the way my brain absorbs like images, particularly traumatic stuff, I will never forget that. Like I remember her when she's alive, but I remember her when she's dead too. I wish I could forget that part because then I could maybe feel a little bit. I mean, I feel a little better, but at the same time, I don't because like I did one thing I did always picture. I pictured that I would see my grandmother at my eyes. I don't know why. I had a picture where I would see my grandmother at my like wedding whenever I get married. And I also remember, I do remember God allowed me to actually come out. I remember, I think that's what actually snapped me out of almost going, I don't even know what that because there's psychosis or whatever. It's like becoming like someone that lost their mind. I don't know what that'd be called. But I remember this. I had this one dream because I think I asked God because I think I asked God for relief from this, from the pain of grieving because I was grieving real hard. God let me have a dream of my grandmother, which is ironic because I say ironic because I hadn't seen her in the robe that I saw her in from since we were kids. So I was like, she was literally in the dream. She was sitting right in the kitchen downstairs, and she was like making tea, and she was so I'd never seen that before. Like she seemed at peace, and I'd never ever witnessed where well, let's be honest, I haven't had too many people die um in my family. Not that there are probably people that died before I was born, but I don't remember that. Or I wasn't there, so I wouldn't know that one. But um, I remember it just brought me peace, and I was like, okay, I feel better because like it means she's peaceful. Like she possibly is in a peaceful place, so it gave me comfort to know that, and it helped me snap me out of almost becoming psychosis, which is ironic because I didn't think that. I literally thought I was gonna lose my mind. I think God purposely put that there so I would not lose my mind, because I would think I was really close to losing it. Which means I probably would ask my parents to like put me in a hospital because that's just like I can't do this. Like, honestly, I would say it was worse. I will say I would if I would measure it towards my suicidal ideation. I would say it was past that point. Like it was like going on to yeah, it was really rough. I remember I was like I used to ask God when I remember when I was grieving, I used to ask God, can you trade places, can I trade places with her, like so she could be back here and I could go, because that's how sad I was at that time. It was like because I that's how I it's weird because I don't know if anyone else did that, but I know for me I was very, and honestly, it was one of the worst places I ever been in. Like, I don't ever want to go through that again. I told my parents I can't bear going through that again. Like, I can't even imagine when they die. Like, it'd probably kill me. I think it would kill me because I thought it was bad. I feel like I thought it was bad with my grandma, but it's gonna be way worse with them. Like, way worse. When I say way, I feel like it's gonna be a lot worse for them with them. Um, yeah, I don't know if I can do that. Any questions? Um, I just see, honestly, I'm very vulnerable. Grieving sucks. It's so peaceful. I hate it. I hate grief. It's irritating to me. Like, it's interesting how different people react to it. It's nothing wrong with it. It's weird because I wouldn't have thought her death would have been that bad, but I don't know. And not that grief is, I'm not saying that her death wouldn't upset me, but I didn't think it upset me to that particular point. I thought that it would hurt, but not to the point that it did that. I do know why it hurt more, but I still don't get why that happened. I do know why. I've talked about it in the past, and don't plan to go into detail. I think that could have been why it hurt more than anything else. Um, any questions? Or should I say, or any comments? I have to admit, when I just thought about grieving, I was thinking that stupid episode of Monk. It was that episode of Monk where where he was going to that stage of grieving when Dr. Kroger said he quit doing therapy. He went through all the stages so fast, and then everyone thought it was over, and then it went on a loop, and then it happened again. It was literally, I don't think grieving is funny, but that particular episode was funny. Um, it was. Oh, you're welcome, Nick. I try my best. Yeah, Monk is really great. I wish it wasn't on Peacock. I wish it was on Hulu. I totally watch it. Oh, and thanks for coming to my stream. And I love you guys as always. Thanks for watching. Bye.